Now, let us start a journey back, sensing body, bringing awareness to your surroundings. If you wish to continue to be in that state, you can continue, masters. Or else, give yourself time to come back. And let us express our gratitude to all the masters, to the universe, gratitude to our soul, to our breath, to our body, to all beings, and gratitude to Mother Earth. Just slowly unlock your fingers and place them over eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Gently open your eyes with a great smile on your face. Thank you so much for joining, Masters. So without any delay, let's go into our 5th insight, mystical, the messages of mystical experiences. Message of mystics from the book Celestine Prophecy, written by James Redfield. So this, in the last session, we have discussed about the 4th insight, which is about domination, and it is about controlling energies. And now we'll go into our 5th one. So Will and James, they started their journey. They reached a town nearby, and James saw Jensen's troop there. So he saw Marjorie and thought to meet her. So then he heard sounds of guns. So they were military soldiers trying to arrest people who are behind manuscript. So all three, Marjorie, James, and Will, try to escape. In that attempt, they got separated from each other. So James was followed by 2 soldiers. In an escape from them, James ran to the top of the hill. He ran into the woods, to the top of the hill and at the edge of the ridge. He was terrified as there is no chance for him to escape. So when he saw back, he was surprised because soldiers who followed him, they missed James. So James and they went back and they went into the other side. So James relaxed himself and started to connect with the beauty of the hills, the purple color hills and trees, the colors of the leaves. So as he observing, as he just connecting with the beauty, connecting with the nature, he went into a different state, which he never experienced before. He started to get new insights about how the creation of earth happened, and about formation of stars, and how the gases, how these different types of elements, they form the stars, and also about the human evolution. So for the first time in his life, he knew the earth's roundness, not as an intellectual concept, but as an actual sensation. He perceived as if everything is part of him. His mind raced backward in time, past the beginning of his trip to Peru, past his childhood and his birth. The realization was present that his life did not, in fact, begin with this conception and birth on this planet. It began much earlier with the formation of the rest of him, his real body, the universe itself. He recalled that this was the field he was interested in, evolution. All knowledge seemed to merge with actual memories. So somehow he was recalling what had happened, and the recollection allowed him to look at evolution in a new way. So this is this is how, when we feel oneness, when we feel one with the universe, this is how we get insights, masters, the clarity. And also we can see the soul's purpose, the work, what the purpose we are here for. And this is what James has experienced at the top. So after this great experience, he climbed down to the rocks and started to laugh. He was still connected with the landscape, so that he felt he was walking alongside by his own body, and more, that he was exploring the regions of his body. The feeling was exhilarating him. So after some time, he started to feel normal. So this is sometimes we get experiences in during meditation. We feel that we are not this body, and the separation of our body, and some like this a different kind of experience. So he had experienced that at the top. So after some time, he started to feel, when he felt normal, so as usual, then he saw a priest in robe, and his Father Sankis. So he said James to join him, as he is also behind the manuscript. They both went to Sankit mission, a small houses in courtyard and a small church. So after Sankis asked James to share his experience that he had near the ridge, so after listening to him, Father Sankis said that James has a mystical experience. So there are so many priests in that mission, along with Father Sankit. So a young priest, so he got connected with James. So while they were having lunch, James noticed that all the other priests, including the young one, ate their food silently with several more bites. The young priest started to share in this way. Food is the first way of gaining energy. But in order to totally absorb energy in food, the food must be appreciated. Taste is the doorway. You must appreciate taste. It is not just about being thankful. It is to make eating a holy experience, so the energy from the food can enter your body. You have to be open, to connect, to use your sense of appreciation, as in seeing fields. But you take this one step further, so that you can get the sensation of being filled up. But taking in food is only first step. After personal energy is increased in this way, you become more sensitive to energy in all things. And then you learn to take this energy into yourself without eating. So he explained how we have to take that food. So this is what everyone in all the priests, they are biting with more bites. I mean, they are chewing food properly. That means they are connecting with the food and the taste. So, but he continued. But taking in food is only first step. Yeah. The young priest said to recollect the experience that James had in the ridge. So after sharing after sharing his insights about the food, the young priest said, "So tell me your experience. So what you had in that the place." So you allow. Then when James shared about his experience, this is what the insight the priest has also shared. You allow love to enter. But to do this, you must position your mind by remembering what it felt like and try to feel it again. When you appreciate the beauty and uniqueness of things, you receive energy. When you get to a level where you feel love, then you can send the energy back just by willing it so. Because why he shared these lines is, so when this young priest asked his experience to share to James. So James is not feeling as he felt before. But that means when he was experiencing that emotion, he is not getting back when he's sharing. So he said that I forgot. So I couldn't able to put that in words because I'm not connecting now with that. So then these young priests shared all these words to appreciate. To again, you have to recollect that experience. Go back. Then Sankar's, the father who left for some time, so he came back. Then he shared the role of love. So what the love actually is. The role of love has been misunderstood for a long time. Love is not something we should do to be good or to make the world a better place out of some abstract moral responsibility, or because we should give up our hedonism. Connecting with energy feels like excitement, then euphoria, and then love. Finding enough energy to maintain that state of love certainly helps the world, but it mostly directly helps us. It is the most hedonistic thing we can do. So he shared about the love. So love means it's not like responsibility he shares. It's not like abstract moral responsibility. So love is purity, masters. So he shared about the energy fields of a person, how it changes, its colors when with the love frequency. He shared about the aura, about the energy fields around our body. The first insight occurs when we take the coincidences seriously. So he's now aligning all the insights. The first insight occurs when we take the coincidences seriously. These coincidences make us feel there is something more, something spiritual operating underneath everything we do. The second insight institutes our awareness as something real. We can see that we have been preoccupied with material survival, with focusing on controlling our situation in the universe for security. And we know our openness now represents a kind of waking up to what is really going on. The third insight begins a new view of life. It defines the physical universe as one of pure energy, an energy that somehow responds to how we think. And the fourth exposes the human tendency to steal energy from other humans by controlling them, taking over their minds, a crime in which we engage because we so often feel depleted of energy and cut off. This storage of energy can be redeemed, of course, when we connect with the higher source. The universe can provide all we need if we can only open up to it. That is the revelation of the fifth insight. But this state is like leaping ahead of everyone else and glimpsing the future. We can't maintain it for very long. As you see how James has forgot, so James couldn't able to connect again with that experience. So we sometimes forgot that those blissful experiences. So he said, Father is continuing, once we try to talk to someone who is operating in normal consciousness, or try to live in a world where conflict is still happening, we get knocked out with this advanced state and fall back to the level of our old selves. The process is we fill up, and grow again. That is how we as humans continue the evolution of the universe to a higher and higher vibration. Getting rid of this habit is not easy because it's always unconscious at first. The key to letting it go is to bring it fully into consciousness. And we do that by seeing that our particular style of controlling others is one we learned in childhood to get attention, to get the energy moving our way, and were stuck there. This style is something we repeat over and over again. I call it our unconscious control drama. He call it as drama because it is one familiar scene, like a scene in a movie, for which we write the script as youths. The problem is if we are repeating one particular scene over and over, then the other scenes of our real life movie The high adventure marked by the coincidences can't go forward. We stop the movie when we repeat this one drama in order to manipulate for energy. The fifth insight is each time we fill with the energy. This is about the fifth insight, masters. The fifth insight is each time we fill up with energy and a coincidence occurs to lead us forward in our lives. We institute this level of energy in ourselves, and so we can exit at a higher vibration. Our children take our level of vibration and raise it even higher. This is how we as humans continue evolution. And how to overcome this unconscious drama, and all this we will learn with the sixth insight, clearing the past. So this is all about fifth insight, masters. Through many characters in this story, it's like connecting. We have to we have to replace us in place of James. So we have to assume as if we are James, and we are connecting with these insights. And this is how I connected with this book, with these insights. So slowly when I started, yes, these experiences, we all had several experiences in past before, beautiful experiences, but again we go into the loop again with our old behaviors. So here Father Sankes said to stop that pattern. So we have to observe our pattern, why we are repeating such again and again such situations. That means Mahavtar Babaji once shared, so to how to know your pattern. So when we become conscious about ourselves, so when I become conscious about my emotions, my patterns, and my situations around, so then I have to observe, is there any pattern repeating? So some they repeat because the learning has to be done in the deep levels. That means layers and layers. So some wisdom, some some we can clear easily, but some we have to repeat. So the repetition is this, we have to learn more. And also about the energies, about the fourth insight, when he shared about the controlling drama. So mostly we act with our children, or with our kids, or also the persons who are close to us. So that where I became aware, so how I am connecting with my child, how I am connecting with her. So am I dominating? So we don't know. So that's what the consciousness is. We have to be aware. And here they said that today the insight we got to know about the mystical experiences. So some says that whatever we have experienced, we won't repeat. So some challenging experiences, we say that, so if we face that, we won't experience it again. So it comes to the blissful experiences also, it won't can come again. We have to recollect, we have to this is what we have to do. We have to recollect these experiences, and we have to learn from the challenging experiences and leave that. So there we have to filter. And next we got to know how to appreciate the food, and this appreciation, how we can connect with the universe, and also with the greater higher vibration energies by appreciating the beauty. And yes, recollecting magical experiences to enhance our energies. So every time we have experiences, masters, we have to note it down, so write down. So one day we have to again go back to the old pages. So when we connect with that again, this is how we can raise our vibrations. So yeah, this is about the fifth insight and my experiences. So thank you so much, masters. If at all you want to share, can unmute yourself. And we'll go in the next session, and next meet, we'll go to the sixth insight, clearing the past. This is very, very very beautiful. I could say, like, it helped me to clear some of my past and to change my thoughts. So yeah, thank you. Then yes, Nagendra ji, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sarada ji, for this beautiful session and wisdom sharing. Actually, when you started the session and when you said that, breath is the measure of emotion, that was really very powerful message, I, when I meditate and when I think about, why do we meditate? And initially, and every time I meditate, I get different insights and different meaning to it. Today, when I was meditating, with this initial words that you said, I was celebrating. Earlier I used to think from a different perspective that okay, I have to prevent the thoughts occurring, and somehow I was differentiating my soul with my brain, and I was trying to make my soul stronger than the brain, so that good thoughts come and things like that. Today, I was thinking that no, the brain is where I am today. It's because of my brain, and so today I was celebrating my brain, and I was feeling, and oneness of the whole body with the brain during meditation. And quite coincidentally, in your insights when you shared after the meditation was something similar when you said that you try to become one with the universe, and everything is aligned. And so it was really for me something which was fantastic to hear. So thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. So you had mystical experience today.
Yeah, beautiful, and it really matched with what you said later on with your insights. So, and there was so much information in your insights that it was like a power pack of information, and I think only Ramji can summarize that. But for me, only one thing which I really caught me was about this oneness of the whole thing, and how you cannot really you have to, meditation is not the betrayal of your mind. It's a celebration of your mind as well. So you have to really, and I could feel it. I could feel a much more relaxing sense after, during the meditation and after as well. Yeah, so I just wanted to share my experience today.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing. Thank you so much. And do write your experience in your journal it, so that again we can connect.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I will do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Ram sir.
The Lord Sarada garu.
Hello, sir.
Very, very beautiful day it is. The message that had been shared is one of the most important in the whole book, in the whole insights. Each insight is very important. This one is the most important. It's the turning point. It's where the journey takes a different direction. So I see Nandini ji, Rashmi ji as well expressing how they have connected today's wisdom. If they want to share something, please feel free, come forward and share. It is always interesting to connect to everyone's mystical experience, because it is all about that. We are all one. that means when one of us share our mystical experience or our journey, we become one with that experience. That is why it is important to listen to everyone's experience. That's why it's very important as well to share our experience. And, once we become conscious about the repetitive patterns as well, one of the important aspects that we come across today in today's sharing is this, right?
Yes.
That we have to come out of it so that the movie continues, or else the same movie, the same event repeats again and again. And this is important to become conscious, aware, and move on, so we move into a new scene, into a new experience. So very beautiful. I was waiting forward to listen to this mystical, the message of the mystics. Lot will come ahead. However, this is the top. Thanks a lot. And thanks a lot, Nagendra, as well, for sharing your experience. Yes, it's it's a, like Shardaji said, you have experienced the mystical uh, experience today. I'm sure each one of us are undergoing daily such things, and coming out of repetitions is what is beautiful again. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, sir. Yes, masters, if anyone would like to share. Thank you, Nandini ji, Rashmi ji. Thank you so much for the messages.
I
Sir,
see.
Nagendra sir,
I,
yes.
I see one hand raised. I don't know whether it's Nandakishore or Nandakishore. In my phone, at least. Yeah.
Okay. Nanda Kishore ji, if you want to
Or
unmute.
sorry. It's my hand actually. I'm using the iPhone, and I'm not used to just, lower my hand. Sorry.
That's fine, sir. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much, Master Sen. So, if at all no sharing, so shall we end the session? So always be note your journal your experiences. So we sometimes ignore. Being unconscious, we are not aware. Unconscious is being not aware of these. So this is importance of sharing experience, what Ram sir has shared now. Importance of sharing the experiences. This is why Patri sir always tells us, always he says that to share experience. So when we connect with others' experience, so we feel that. So this is how the magic happens, because no, Mahatar Babaji said, your life is not sufficient enough to experience each and every in wisdom. So some you will experience practically, some theoretically, some when we hear the theory means when we read some books, so immediately we feel that connection, of immediately we feel that something new energy in us, so that we can clear. And next wisdom is we have to undergo practically. That means we have to implement, and through experiences, to real experiences we learn. And mostly we learn through listening others' experiences, whatever it might be. When we hear from others' experiences, so we feel that when we feel that experience is ours, so then whatever it's learning, we can learn easily. So our life is not, he says that your life is not sufficient enough to this. This is what importance of sharing experience. This is why the young priest also recommended James to share his experience. Right. So thank you so much. Then let's end the session, sir. Let's meet in the evening, masters.
Thank you, Shardaji, and thanks everyone. Namaste.
Namaste, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Masters. Have a great time. Namaste.